Okay, day 4 of my sculpting challenge. Here in Blender, I'm just going to delete all these things. I'm going to add a sphere. And today I'm going to use references for this head that I'm going to do. I wanted to do a different head than normal. You know, you look around the internet and everything is all perfect head shape, so I wanted to do a little different one. So we'll rotate this, and if you have import images as planes turned on, then you can just drag that into your viewport and it will be placed there. So let's position this. Let's just move this out of the way for a second. Over here you can click on this and click opacity and bring it down a little bit. Try and center him in the viewport. Close enough. And I don't know how light we want to go. This is all brand new to me, so we'll see how this goes. I'm going to actually duplicate this and then rotate it on 90 degrees here. And then I'm going to place the profile in here as well. And I guess the profile needs to be in the center as well. What? I guess I gotta move that again. I don't know why that moved. Okay. So now we will move this back down. We'll go into sculpt mode, turn on the symmetry here. Let's go into the grab brush, and we're going to go to the profile. And we're going to see if we can't, yeah, symmetry is working, if we can't get this general shape here and see what that'll do. I also want to try and match up my these loops to like the chin area. That would be nice. And then maybe even match up this loop to the mouth area. See this one right here. So that when I do split the mouth, I have that loop already. And this is low poly right now, so we can't get really too detailed, but I think we can get enough detail out of this. So I'm going to hit Alt-X. Again, using the industry standard key mapping, Alt-X goes into X-ray mode. I'm just going to try and shape the back of his head. I don't know how to make this more visible in X-ray. I wonder if there's a view option in X-ray. I don't think so. To change the it looks really light because of the images there that are placed. So we're going to try and do the sides or the front as well. Gonna hold shift. Okay, let's get out of edit mode. Hold shift. So I'll start kind of getting it more of a head shape before I go back into the side or the front to adjust it a little bit more. Let's see how the side's looking. Okay, let's see how the front's looking. Oh, we gotta come out a little bit. Okay, we got a general shape there, so we'll stick with that. I'm going to, maybe I'll turn off one of these. Actually, let's turn that on. Let's see where the ear is. Let's hit M to go to mask. Scale that down. Hit Alt X. Okay, so that's where the ear is. So there's not enough geometry to do anything there with. So I'm going to Shift R. Let's go down. Let's try something like that. Control R to remesh it. Shift to let's see. G. Shift to smooth it out a little bit. Okay. Let's go back on the side. M for mask. Okay, it's working. You can turn up the strength a little bit on the mask. We'll go into Alt X, and then I'm going to just draw where the mask is, or where the ear is, and then we will Control I, and then G, scale it up. Let's pull out some of that geometry. And his ears are stuck tight to his head as well. So I wish I could figure out a way to see that better when I have the reference images on. Let's do the nose. Let's pull out some geometry for the nose. Let's go G. It's not work. Oh, hit Control A to deselect the mask, and now I can pull out some geometry for the nose. That doesn't look right at all. Around here. Now that I have more geometry, I can get a little bit better Control Shift A. Okay, so to enable pure ref to be always on top is Control Shift A while you're in the app. All right. See, I didn't really use it that much. Okay, so now let's go back into sculpt mode. I'm going to grab the draw brush, and I'm just going to start. I can't use the reference forever, otherwise I won't get anywhere. I mean, I can't have it behind me, otherwise I won't be able to see what I'm working on. And so some of this has to just be, you know, you start using your own knowledge of anatomy and how faces work to start finding this form. It's just kind of got like these full cheeks. I mean, see, even he's still got his cheeks, even though he's a pretty full dude. still got the cheekbones. It's got some jowls. But it's nice because it gives me, it shows me exactly where the ear is, you know. I don't have to like figure out where that ear is going to go. Let's dig out this ear a little bit. Oh, you know what? I was going to remesh that. That's fine. I just remeshed it at the same level that I did earlier, just to get some more geometry in this ear. Okay. Alt-C, go into the clay brush mode. His nose kind of like pops up a little bit. Kind of got a small nose and small eyes. You know what I forgot to do? I gotta change this view to like 100 millimeters. I'll get a better feel of what it's actually looking like. Doing slight little adjustments to the face because his eyes are kind of squinty. And I think it's from the fat on his cheeks kind of squishes his eyes in. And then if I look at the side view here, I'll have to do his lips, but see, this comes up quite a bit. Work on his lips. Kind of go down. Oh man. I didn't dig out the lips early and now I'm regretting it. I said I was going to. Okay, let's see how we're looking on this profile view. Man, there's a problem with doing this. You grab the wrong vertexes sometimes. Kind of like goes like this. You can get the inflate brush. This is all new to me. Usually dealing with like, you know, hard surfaces. Or not hard surfaces, but hard angles. This is very different. Kind of got a little pug nose or something going on. Okay, I'm going to get a little bit more resolution here. Shift R, let's go down 0.09, remesh. Let's dig out the eye a little bit more. And then we will, we're going to use my technique here that I stole from someone. We're going to add a UV sphere. We're going to one. Oh my gosh. Scale it. In edit mode. Let's see if we can figure out how big that eyeball is. I don't know. That's where it's placed in the... Let's turn on the other one. Oh man, I keep doing that. I think it's a little bit bigger. The side, make sure back far enough. Then we will mirror this bad boy. Did that not work? Oh, it did work. I'm just an idiot. Where did that go? Oh, it's there. I just can't see it because his face is too big. So I guess that tells me that everything is too far forward. I can't even see his eyeball. Now, we don't see too much of his eyeball, honestly. Okay, so let's Control D, and then we're going to name this one lid. One, scale it up just a little bit. Okay. Alt X, go into edit mode, or you know what I'm talking about. X-ray mode. Okay, delete those vertices and try something. I'm going to fill that, and then we're going to remesh it. Shift R. Control R, and then we're gonna duplicate it on the Z. that. Let's mirror this on Z just to make lower lids. Kind of looks like a cartoon character. Family Guy. Maybe this is if Family Guy was an actual human, right? Okay. So I'm going to go into 5, turn on X. We're going to symmetrize this. Oh my gosh. Oh, I've got it. Okay. I got to apply that. Let's apply this one too. 5, symmetrize. G, and then we're going to move his eyelids up a little bit. Not much. They don't really open that much. Oh man. Shift D, hold control down. Gonna sharpen that up a little bit. Get a little line in there. Let's go to the lower ones. You know what I could do? Man. They kind of do this. What if I did that? That's kind of good. I kind of like that. All right. Trying something new here. This might be a little bit bigger. Trying to look at the reference as much as I can. Very squinty eyes here, this dude. Let's start sculpting underneath it here. And I will join these here in a second. So he's got like eyebrows that go like this. All right. So this is more. Okay, I'm gonna join them now. So click on this eyeball, eyelid, this one, and then right click and hit join. And then we'll go into remesh it. Let's just Shift R and make it a little bit smaller, maybe 0.0, let's try 7, Control R. Mesh all that together, and then we will, just to be on the safe side, symmetrize it. See what happens. All right, cool. And we will start smooth it. love that result, man. It's adding that shelf of that eyeball so much easier than trying to sculpt it. I'm gonna turn this off because I can't see. Add some geometry here. Not sure what's going on there. Maybe I need to inflate that a little bit. Shifty. You know, I really want more geometry here because this is acting really weird right here. Shift R. Oops, I can't see. Shift R. Let's go down even lower. Okay, so let's work on these eyes a little bit more. Just try and get a nice sharp line here. And I can't really zoom in on his eyes, can I? Guess I can. Let's see what his eyeballs do. So his eye, okay, so he's got this this fold that comes down. So I think in order to do that, let's mask it. So we're going to mask the eyeball here that we don't want to affect by it, right? And then we're going to grab the grab brush and let's pull this down. Maybe I should. So that will kind of make that fold that he's got going on. I call it like the epicantric fold or something like that. I'd have to look it up. Let's try and figure out how to do these eyes here. So let's get the crease brush or the draw sharp brush, and let's try and make this happen here. Okay. This is a little bit too flappy over here. So we gotta like rein this in a little bit. is going on? Eyes are probably my least favorite to do. I've given up on models completely because of the eyes before. So I'm trying not to give up on this one. So it comes out, kind of like digs in right here. And then it's just kind of fatty tissue over here. And then because of the amount of fat, I'm not trying to make mean, I'm just saying what it is. The nose is less defined because it starts to all just kind of like blend together. And oops. So then underneath the eyelid over here, there's a little bit more fat. Get the fat above the eye right here. Okay. How's he looking? My wife came in here and asked me why I was sculpting a fat dude. I'm like, because everybody sculpts fit, perfect dudes, so I thought I'd try something different. And maybe he is perfect for some people. Oops. It's hard to try and get the likeness right on some people, because there's what, like, it's hard to like not make a nose like all the other noses that I've made in the past, right? To try and like model the nose based on what I'm looking at. Same with just the whole proportions, And maybe I'm not doing a good job of it, but I'm trying. We'll see what happens. Okay, so let's get the lips right here. His mouth goes all the way over kind of to the middle of his eyeball, So if I'm looking at this straight on, his nose actually could probably come down a little bit. Nose comes out maybe a little bit more. His nose is kind of funny, the little things can make a huge difference as far as having the likeness look like someone. Okay. Dig this part underneath the nose a little bit more. Dig this part out underneath here a little bit more. Try to define this lip. What is it? Alt B? Control Alt B? What is it? Shift B. To inflate that lip a little bit. Polish this up a little bit. Use a polish brush where I can. Even though the majority of this I'm not polishing it. Shift T, and I don't know how long this is running, but probably gonna have to finish up soon. I've got to do the ears. I haven't even touched the ear. Let's turn this off. Let's move this over here so I got a good shot of the ear. Oh my gosh, my middle click button on my pen is not working for some reason, so I'm gonna have to figure that out later. Very thin ears. I don't know if I'm gonna make it that thin. Makes a difference having a high-res model to reference, though. I can zoom in really closely to see what's going on. There's not many stock photos of references like this on Adobe Stock, which is the site that I have a subscription for, so... He doesn't really have an earlobe to speak of. Kind of just goes down. I'm not ear shaming him. I'm just saying he doesn't have an earlobe. Okay, let's... I can't see the back of his ears, but I'm sure that it's not a big round blob. But in the thumbnail of this video, you won't be able to see the back of the ears, so maybe I won't worry about that. All right, kind of looks like an ear. Maybe one day I'll get better at ears. But this is why I'm doing these challenges, because I want to get better at all aspects of sculpting, not just one. And then I'm going to eventually start trying to do the whole remesh it and you know, remesh it and retopologize it and everything. Oops. Okay, so let's try and move this to be more in line with the actual profile. Now, I don't know. The problem sometimes is that I don't know if they took the photo at the same angle. So it might not work sometimes. Oops, Alt X. Alt X. Yeah, that nose has got to go. Change a little bit. That's a pretty smooth scoop. Let's see what's going on here. Okay, I'm going to call that pretty good for his face. I wonder if I should add some hair. Ooh, let's smooth up this head. Okay. Let's add a multi-res modifier to it, because now I'm going to just go through and add some of it, just sharpen the details and stuff. So, you know, kind of like the icing on the cake here. Oh, but I've got to actually subdivide it, if my computer will handle it. So I'm going to actually save this, because what is this? Day 4. Okay. So let's do this. did get quite a lot of mileage though out of using the front and the side for guides, because after I laid in the front and the sides, and there wasn't a lot of adjusting to be done. So sorry, I haven't really talked a lot on this video. I'm kind of boring, but it's kind of focusing on trying to not screw this one up too bad. Okay, clean that up a little bit. Come on, what's going on? Computer's trying to catch up to my fast hands here. I didn't add any hair. I wonder if I should. I don't think so. We'll just call it good. And thanks for watching. So, see you next challenge.